Donovan, thank you very much for joining us. You and your partner, Davina May Gordon, seem to be having the best fun during lockdown. How did you come up with this latest idea?
To be honest, I was in the shower and it's like the idea hit me. I just thought about it and I was like, we've all adopted pretty much the same fashion sense now. So the first one of these that I made was inspired by our lockdown look, which is predominantly sweatpants, mismatched socks, gowns or whatever it is, anything comfortable and ugly, essentially. I thought, hey, man, we could shoot this and actually make it cool, but juxtapose it with a top fashion brand just to add a little bit of humor. People loved it, and they couldn't wait to see what else we were going to do. And then it just kept going. We just kept making more and more every single day, and just found common themes.
We're looking at them now. Zoom instead of polo, which is really funny. And then I think we just need to drop the strap because that one is Hugo, and of course it looks like Hugo Boss, but it says Hugo Belle di Polici, which is a very famous meme.
Yes.
This is my favorite, the one we've just gone through, Yves Saint Laurent, which is YSL, which also, of course, during the lockdown stands for yeast stocks low because everyone's been looking for yeast to buy bread. Dolce & Gabbana is, what is it, something in banana? There's some excellent ones. And then COVID instead of Chanel. I just think they're absolutely wonderful. How did you come up with them? And they look very, very slick. I think we're going to run through them all again so our viewers can have a real proper look. But how did you do them so slickly? Because they really look quite professional.
I think what a lot of people don't know about me, a lot of people know me as a comedian, but I'm an art director. I used to work in advertising for six years. So I've always been a designer / art director. And you should see the setup. It's very simple. It's in our place. It's against a wall. We shoot it on a cell phone. We often lean the cell phone against like a small bag of rice so it doesn't fall over. And once we're done with that shoot, I edit it very quickly. And the entire process takes about 30 minutes. Like the longest one has taken about 35 minutes. But yeah, it's very quick. I always know what it's going to look like before we even start shooting. So that's pretty much the idea.
I love it. We're going through it again. Zoom meetings. Hugo Belle di Polici.
You know what's great about these? There's one for everybody. So there's one that always hits a nerve, one that somebody goes, man, I resonate with this so well. And somebody actually suggested I do an exhibition at the end of all of this, and hopefully we can, and we actually we auction them off and then raise the money to help somebody out, or help a family out or whatever it is. I think it would be great.
I think also what's interesting about this campaign is that the reality is these brands are out of reach for us at the moment. We can't go shopping here in South Africa, and we are getting to grips with new things like Zoom meetings, hunting for yeast in supermarkets, and of course pajama chic. I went to the shops the other day in my slippers, I have to admit. It really did happen. So that's really replacing the designer look. Is it because you miss the brands that you're doing it? And have you had any response from the brands themselves?
I haven't had any response yet, but actually, if we were to break it down, I think subtly what I'm trying to say here is make staying at home fashionable. If we were to give it a little bit of a clever tagline. But yeah, I haven't received any, or none of the brands have actually come back and said, hey, we like this, can we use it? Because we are bastardizing their logos quite a bit. But that's fine. People seem to love it. It's been shared quite a bit, so it's been amazing.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing your creativity. That's comedian and a former art director, Donovan Goliath, telling us about his rather fun spoof on some of the big brands that we are unable to access.